Hello, 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 hello. How many hellos am I going to give you guys today? Many, few, a good few, I don't know. Hello, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone is well. Got a couple people over from Twitch, a couple people over from YouTube to start the stream off. We are going to be continuing working on the Ratlings here today. I did look around for other things, and it's genuinely one of the most stressful parts of my week is trying to figure out what to do on stream. And I don't know why it's so stressful. It shouldn't be, but it always is. I always have an existential crisis standing in the middle of my room wondering what I should do. And in the end, I decided to just continue painting the Ratlings. That may be what I do for the next couple of weeks just to get this complicated squad finished off. Obviously, we started these guys on Tuesday. I think I tried to bite off more than I could chew with trying to do the entire squad. So today I've got 4 of the guys of the 9 that I was working on last week to kind of finish off, which will finish off like that first squad of 5 with a dog. And then I'll have another 5 to do later on. I think that's the best way of doing it. But before I get started, let's have a quick nosy at the old chat, see who's here, what's going on. We have Kabrinsky here. Hello, the boss is here. Welcome to everyone. Yes. Good evening, Kabrinsky, White Wolf. D6 painting, Mr. Ralderon is here. What else we got? You're following White Wolf. Following him where? Good evening. Follow someone worthwhile like Mediocre Hobbies on YouTube for all the tutorial goodness you'll ever need. I do anyway with a dancing what now? I'm here for it. You did try. It's fine. Rattling is the correct choice. I think Rattling is a pretty good choice. I do enjoy them. Like I said before I started painting him, I think I said it in the video, I was really nervous to paint him. I thought it was going to be really I thought it was going to be awful to paint him. And I painted this one and I really enjoyed it. And I was really proud of the result. I think he looks awesome. He's an adorable little guy. So if I get an entire kill team of these guys done and dusted, then I'll be super excited. And that will mean 4 of the last, like the 2 big box sets of Kill Team that Games Workshop have last sent me have gotten fully done, which is a big deal for me. So, yeah. What's up, chat from Wales? Hello from Wales. Welcome in. You're very welcome. Hammer the Backlog. Hello, internet friends. How are you, sir? I actually don't know what your quarter is this quarter. Last quarter was your high elves, right? I don't know what you're doing this quarter. What's quarter 1 of year 3 looking like? That's my Slan Starmaster emote. I like it. And over on YouTube, we have Stogie. Howdy. Good evening to everybody. Hello. Alduanra? I don't know. Good evening. Hambird, hello. I was just about to sit down and play. Oh, yes. Someone else doing Ratlings. It works. Waiting for the Krieg flood coming. There's going to be a big flood of Krieg content coming in the next week or so. In fact, you might even get some a little bit early, as the video for today is actually Krieg, where I did a Krieg Ogryns. There's a Krieg Ogryns in my hand. GoX or Gonk just subscribed. I don't know which way that is, but thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome on in. Hope you're happy. Oh, Deathwatch. That meant so I saw Deathwatch on your Instagram today, obviously. Deathwatch Overkill Kill Team. 5th edition Bretonian Men at Arms. Sci-fi and fantasy. Spicy and sweet. The pineapple pizza, of course. Oh, God. That is an interesting quarter. It shouldn't get boring. Hello. I am 1 mini down from my first finished kill team. The Commandos is a big kill team. I had a really good time painting my tank commandos, my tank busters, and it made me want to go back and paint up my Commandos. But there's a lot of figures in that kill team, so it will take a bit of time. But anyway, this is my Ogryns, my kill team Ogryns, who I painted up yesterday. So yeah, so I had a lot of fun painting this guy up. Here's a Rattling for scale. I'm deciding how to paint the swords on my inner circle companions. Nice. Exactly, great fun. 2 90s metal derps and 1 nice modernish space marine per week. Never bored. Yeah, I like it. I have so much fun with it. I'm not surprised. I painted up 2 of them so far, and I'm going to strip those because they're just not the style I do anymore. I'm going to paint them to match, obviously, the ones I just did. That's why the proportions were weird. Yeah. So he's a lot of fun. I have other parts for like the rest of the squad. I just haven't got around to them yet. But this is the kind of quality of what the Krieg Ogryns can look like. And obviously they have unhelmeted ones, like as a boss. I think it's supposed to represent Nord Deadog. Like obviously Kriegsmen would never take off their gas mask, so this is a bit wrong aesthetically. But it's such a nice sculpt of face that I think I'm just gonna get over it and paint it up and enjoy it. So this is the boss. So the boss has a trench mace in one hand and a shovel in the other. And he has a big boarding shield, or his big slab shield goes over his back. So he's going to be an angry boy. So, yeah. I use only bits from Station Forge and mush it together for it. Nice. Station Forge are just my favorite thing ever. I've been subscribed to them for since they brought out their bikes, the Kriegsman bikes. I saw those on Instagram one day, randomly scrolling. I was like, what the hell are these? Where do these files come from? It's the first time I've ever seen anything to do with Station Forge. And then I subscribed to them there and then, and I have never stopped subscribing since. So I've got a lot of their files. A giant Kriegsman, that's a scary thought. I think so. Like when I was doing him, I kept thinking of the idea of like chaos cultists or something, like storming down a trench, turning a corner and just seeing this brute standing at the other side of the trench, slowly marching towards you with, you know, a trench club the size of your torso. They're going to have a really bad day. So I thought he was really cool. Yeah. Painting an ultra as we speak. Nice. When I saw your photo of it, I thought it was an alternate Krieg. Kind of looks like a Womble. Being like a Womble. Yeah, but Ogryns aren't exactly smart, so they would probably take their gas mask when they should not. Also true, and then also in the lore, they don't have any abhuman stuff, so there isn't actually any Rattling Kriegsmen or any Ogryn Kriegsmen. So, yeah, I'm just breaking the rules. Hunter Darkwolf at work just popped in to say hello and happy new year. Thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well and hope work is being kind to you. Can you hold that next to a regular Krieg? You're goddamn right I can. Hold on. Yeah. I just so happen to have my green one right here. So here is focus. There we go. Here is the green one I did for that video during the week, and then here is a. So his shield would completely cover a Kriegsman, like. he's a big boy. Let me get an actual. Hold on. Here he is next to an Ogryn. So, like, he's just the perfect... He is just an Ogryns, like, perfect proportions. Forgot I gave him a gold tooth. God damn it. You can live over there. Yes. Andy, you rule breaker, you. They're not Ogryn per se, but a batch of clones that went wrong. Scores Andy 10 kill points for breaking the rules, right? A kind of, oops, we overbaked the batch. Imagine they'd be in the same kind of tank, so they'd be all like squished up against the glass and stuff. Awesome, thanks. It's the size of a Chaos Marine. It's way bigger than a Chaos Marine. Here's a Chaos Chosen, which is bigger again, and then here's the guy. So even a Space Marine would turn a corner and probably just start crying. Okay, time to start applying some extra base coats to these 4 little doodads and having some fun with it. Holy shit. Nice, clever. 3 1/4 Puss Boil Blight Lords to do, and the Xmas Nurgle box is done. Nice. That's one of the first videos I did a normal Plague Drone. I haven't done one of the Blight Lords yet. I need advice. I'm starting a boarding actions project themed on Dark Tide. That's awesome. What unit datasheet do you need to work conversion for the rejects being... What? What unit datasheet do you need to... So... Rejected... There is a kill team of inquisitorial agents. So you could use those. There's a bunch of different types in there as well. Running around the corner. Yeah. Imagine you were an arrogant Emperor's children running around the corner. Like, I know an Ogryn is big and scary. I still think a single Space Marine would just beat the crap out of him, though. Like, as cool and big and strong as they are, a Space Marine is different. Painting a Norn emissary, trying to a slightly different approach to the color scheme. All right, what you thinking? I made it too, just about. Ashley Gibson is here. Medusa is here. Calm down, everyone. I'm here. Nice. The gold tooth. He looks like some guy. Yeah, he does. I thought you needed backup. Always. Good evening. Okay, time to apply some wild wood to some straps. Another bits and detritus for these. This is zoomed in all the way. This one's again. So like, we'll be on stream and we'll be chatting away and having a good time. I doubt you'll see any of my painting because it's so small. So what is everybody working on this fine evening? And can you be a bit more specific on what you're talking about with your Dark Tide style? Like, what are you actually asking? Because maybe I'm misinterpreting. Are you wondering what data sheet you should use to make, you know, the 4-man team that would go in and fight? Is that the question? Thank you, not ready to paint yet. But I'm getting there. Ships. Big huggles for you, Ash. Fair. Fair. Okay, well, what else will go brown on you, sir? Where's the painted one? Straps are all brown. Okay. Straps are all brown. And the bottom is silver, isn't it? Yeah, silver. So just the straps. I'm glad I decided to break up this into 2 smaller batches for painting, because this step, picking out all the belts and straps and stuff, might have been a slight disaster of trying to do it on 9 Ratlings in one go. This is one of those random ones I was talking about who has a spoon hanging off his belt. Just to make things a little bit more awkward. Is he wearing a hat or is that just a strap? I think it's just a strap for his helmet or his mask. block that in brown too. Maybe it's the right decision. Maybe I'm making a mess of it. We'll soon find out. Did anyone else watch Squidmar's new video today? Painting up his giant. What unit should I be building the rejects for inquisitorial agents? Right. Like I think there's data sheets for every character that you can take. Like I think you can take an Ogren. And obviously you could take a guardsman and stuff. So like sod the rules of building like one, like just take the data sheets from each of the right correct guys and play a thematic game with your friends and stuff. Like the rules are more what you'd call guidelines. I'm using a lighter shade of brown for my skin tone and adding some subtle spotting. Nice. Yes, I can run an Orlock boys as an extraction squad, dog included. I like that. Working on new drugs are rough. Oh, sorry, buddy. Still crocheting a self-striping scarf using half double crochet into the back loop to give it a rib texture on both sides. That sounds like a lot of work. Working on something. Yeah. They can take a while to get right, I'm sure. Many options. Yeah. Working on AOS saves the darkness warriors from the spirit. Nice. And we'll get there. We'll just take time. Yes, sir. We'll all be here. Those tattoos are insane. Yes. Did you cry for him when he pulled the tape off? I did. You know what I love about Mediocre Hobbies? I love the extra special videos you can get from Patreon by signing up. Just the cost of a pot of paint a month. That's a good segue right there, buddy. I like it. More people segued like that. Maybe we'd have a growing Patreon community. I just got around to the most mediocre Rohan house on YouTube. Jesus Christ. There is many mediocre Rohan house videos on YouTube. I'll have you know. I know. I watched a bunch of them. My video is different because I have a base. So there. No one else bothered to put a base. I love this one particularly because, like, obviously he's pulling a fresh round off, but the breech of the rifle has actually been pulled, so it's ready. It's just it's so good. I love it. The fact that we can get these kind of details in a model these days is just awesome. The parrot pulling at the flesh looked like, yeah, it was so good. I really want to see the other two now. Bold of you to assume we have friends, Andy. I did. I audibly gasped. I know, right? Base, question mark? Foundation? I didn't comment as I left it from here. I think you did the roof thatch the best. Even Lockie seems too yellow and I come from an actual thatched village. Oh, yes! Winning. So I'm the best YouTuber at painting thatched roofs on the internet. I'll take it. Gotta be the best at something. I'm actually gumming to play more games of Kill Team. I would very much look forward to that. Are you wearing a mask? What are you doing? Are you wearing a balaclava thing? Or is that your face? I think it's a mask. I think... Oh, I'm going to get this wrong, am I? No, it's definitely a mask. Okay. These are goggles. Block in all the gobble. All the gobbles? I'm going to block in all the gobbles with brown now. All the goggles with the same brown, so I get the whole face mask based in brown. I'll add a bit of silver in a minute. He's wearing a balaclava style mask, which I'm doing in brown for some reason. It's camouflage, it makes perfect sense, don't question. Hugs from France, masked painter. Nice. Appreciate it, buddy. What did I miss? Nah, nothing much. Just say when, buddy, and I'll be there. Oh, it was you. I was thinking you while I was saying it, so you can either borrow Kill Team or get one ready. Sounds like the worst pickup line ever. Is that a balaclava thing, or is it just your face? Yeah. See, when you're from Ireland, it could be a genuine pickup line. Alright, the guy with the anti-tank rifle. For a game that has no tanks. What a terrifying prospect. He does have an old cup of tea, though. And a sandwich. Gotta learn how. This will be my first sandwich I've ever painted as a miniature, I think. Make sure I don't make a mess of this. Such a great model. I love the one with the anti-tank rifle with the bit of rock and stuff. Like, people can do some awesome dioramas with him, I'm sure. Evening, everyone. Worse that you offer a gobble. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Make it a PB&J sandwich. I don't know whether it's... It's got a bit of melted cheese on one side, I think. It's like, I could maybe paint that like jam. I can make it a jam sandwich. We could make it work. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't really know. Bit of wildwood now. No, you know, I'm going to do the skin next because the skeleton horde might end up being some of their hair color. So I want to get the skin tone on first. And then we'll do some skeleton horde. Whoopsies. not the easiest thing to base coat in the world. They've got so many mutton chops and mustaches and all sorts. I think I just went over the whole thing with the flesh tone, and I'm just going to use darker tones for the beards and stuff. So we can just go over it. I think that is the correct choice. I'm also quite excited to play a game with Ratlings. I'm not sure whether they're going to be like a fair style unit. Obviously they've got quite powerful rifles and they just fight from range, so it's going to be one of those, like, I feel like it might be one of those one-sided games. Either I shoot all of you before you get to me, or you get to me before I've killed enough of you. There's definitely some tricks to keep you away from me. They're so tiny. Trying to figure out a new army and how I'm going to run conversions is taking a bit too much of my time. Lol. It happens. You get excited by a new army and the ideas start to flow. It's great. It's one of my favorite parts of like the whole hobby is that new project feeling and trying to figure it all out and stuff. I think only Irish people can make balaclava pickup line jokes and live. I'm Welsh. We stay well out of it. This isn't Glasgow. I reckon Ratlings would have a Marmite sarnie. Probably. I'll be painting a possessed sandwich. 2 halves of a possessed marine with a healthy filling of dark angel blood. Oh god. Halves of God's sake and speaking. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's going to end well for them. They're already feeling the chill vibes from the music. It's supposed to make us all chill. Are we zen? Are we chill? Are we relaxing and doing our hobbies? Sounds like a spa. Yeah. You got to keep the giant guinea pigs away though, so it's important. Feel the chill from this damned weather. Yeah, right. Evening, folks. Apologies for my tardiness. I've been watching The Big Bang Theory with the wife. Nice. I'm feeling the chill vibes from being in a 6-degree garage. You need to get a little storage heater or something, buddy. A little fan heater to keep you warm. Oh god. Oh god. Someone around that I'm in bed with 2 duvets and then getting chill vibes. I don't have any fans. If I did, I'd have a Patreon. Yeah, lol. I mean, if your aim was to make me want a nap, it's alright. Naps are good. I hear. I don't know. if you want, I can put on some rowdy dubstep and just get this party started. It's up to you guys, really. The fact that no one got the giant guinea pig reference was kind of made me sad. That was my issue with my OnlyFans. There was only one fan, and it was my mom. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dr. Phil has joined the call. I got the reference. Nice. I did wonder about the guinea pig reference. Yeah. Oh well. Redeem hydrate. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I won't be on tonight. I'm editing, but we'll be back. Yes. So warm up to a cool reggae is yes. There was an episode of South Park with the Peruvian flute bands that exist in every city all over the world. Those guys who just play the really nice like Peruvian flutes, and they made them go away. And it turns out the Peruvian flute's purpose was to keep away the giant guinea pigs. So once they went away, giant guinea pigs came and attacked the world, came out of their burrows and hiding, and it was total carnage. So I was playing the kind of flute music and said, gotta keep the giant guinea pigs away, right? I thought our age demographic we'd have watched some old school South Park, but apparently not. Really put that in there. Sicarius subscribe with that Prime 7 months. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Are you painting Ratlings? I am, but you can't tell because they're so little. Like when you hold one, you can't see anything, and that's as far as my camera zooms in. So the answer is yes. I'm painting little Ratlings. We're still just throwing some base coats on right now. They will finish up and hopefully look something like this. That might take a few more sessions though. I forgot about that episode. It's all good. Here's a laugh for you. I went to check in on the dinner and I forgot to put the oven. I think I'm losing it. You've lost it a long time ago, buddy. It's like Trump said he would build a wall. Thor said he would rid us of frost giants. I know who keeps their promises. Jesus Christ. You're goddamn right. Alright, skeleton horde. Attack. Okay, so for this little chap, we will do the rope and skeleton horde. Makes the most sense, I think. bedroll in the middle. I think that's it for you. And then you, sir. You want to get your bedroll done as well? And we'll make this mad fecker just have blonde hair. Cause he's crazy. He's got gnarly big farmer mutton chops as well. I think Skeleton Horde is probably the best base coat for the sandwich as well, right? What about the contents inside the mug of tea? Well, you can't see the contents, it's just a wisp of smoke coming out of the top, so it's a very hot cup of tea. I wasn't telling a colleague about the famous Clive Kalash episode of The Simpsons today. You can imagine I'm upset when it turned out that the episode came out before he was born. Yeah. That's the one how Homer gets it clamped and he has the crab juice and everything, yeah? Yeah, that hasn't aged well either, isn't it? It's in the middle of the trade towers as well. How rude of me being born so recently. How dare you? I had that with a person a few years ago thinking about seeing the original Jurassic Park in cinema. He was born in 2001. And crab juice? I was told only crab juice. Trying to figure out how many is. Good evening, Mr. Golden Chin. How are you, sir? How are you? Let's pick the Sigval Burgundy color for some like knife handles and stuff. Some knife sheaths. Sheaths. Love that word. Sheath. So that's where the pink will go on you. On you, there is nowhere suitable. On you, there is nowhere suitable. On you, there is your knife. Do. Wait a minute. These ratlings are not rats. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Redeemed stretch. Oh, yes. Hey. Oh. A stretch and a wiggle. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Break out some Ghoul Grunta fur for some of their hairs and moustaches. really like this one, drawing the round out to reload. He could be one of my favorite sculpts of Ratlings. I think he's so cool. With the boonie, is it a boonie hat? Is that what you call it? The army guys know that's a boonie hat. I have a silly question. Why do we all paint dagger/sword handles pinky red? Why have we as a community just decided that's the only color for them? They could have been leathery color, but we all, because that's what Games Workshop does. All chainsword handles, all stormcast hammer handles and blades and everything, they've always had that kind of pinky color. And for some reason it just sits really well. Like, it looks nice. And a lot of the time swords can be quite dull, just silver, so adding just that pop of color I think really kind of works. I really like it. So a tactical, it is a boonie, right? I always paint mine as leather. Yeah. I bet John Blanche is to blame for sure. Usually red or the kind of pink tone is just used as spot color in most triadic schemes. Fair enough. Yes, yes. Mine is red leather. Nice. Prepping some basing snotlings like you do. Prepping some basing snotlings. What? Basing snotlings? What are basing snotlings? Snotlings you use for basing, or you're basing up some snotlings? I'm sure it's one of the two. Ooh. The reddish brown with gold or silver gives it a regal feel for sure. Red is also a really nice one, yeah. For me, it was because this guy is like, on the box art, he had that kind of pinky beret. So obviously I used that color on him. I really like that little tiny spot color. So I'm trying to introduce it for like knife cutter handles and stuff, just in a few places. Like nothing crazy, just a little bit, so it doesn't kind of stand out so much. All right, I need some silver. I need some rotate. Okay, time for the old silver step. Mustn't forget the base coatage little spoon. His tactical spoon. Silver is a bit that I'm going to really have to focus on. I'm basically going to do the silver on one, then I'll look up at some comments. I like this. This one, like obviously the ones that have their equipment stowed on their back. So he's got his rifle on his back. He hasn't got his scope on, which is how it would actually be. They would protect their optics. So it's obviously kept off and stored somewhere sensible. I definitely don't think I would have been up for doing this step on 9 of them in one go. Start doing now because it's a point of principle. My Organ Goblin army has little 3D printed snotlings all over the bases. I like it. What are your favorite models to build and paint? Space Marines, my dear boy. Space Marines are, in my opinion, they're just the least. I also like painting all guardsmen. There's no guardsmen that I found that I don't enjoy painting. But Space Marine don't stress me out at all. I'm quite comfortable painting them. So yeah, Space Marines I think are my go-to comfort thing. Like Space Marines are a thing that I know that I will be painting till the day I die. Like I'm never going to be done doing Space Marines. There will always be more. There will always be a new chapter to do or more units to add or yeah. New war dollies coming out. I'm gonna do the like line inside this thing as like a little bit of cabling, I guess. Probably a bad idea, but still base coating the metallics on the first one. So I've been painting some Tau Pathfinders in the Tau Sept color scheme. I love both of those two things. I wanted to edge highlight them, but I don't have Ungor Flesh. What color I mix into my Tau Light Ochre? A bone color would make it look nice. Just a dot of bone into it would look well. It would brighten that up a bit. Tyranids are a treat to paint. They are. Just saw your new video, and I've been using the Scrappers from Station Forge as proxies for Mechanicus. The Scrappers are really nice. I really like their the vehicle stand-in, their flyer stand-in for the scrappers. I love that piece. I haven't printed it yet, but I love it. Also, what game character were you hinting at? I thought it was Snake, but I was wrong. I think he's a Modern Warfare character, maybe. The crew leather squats, hence the shortage. Wait, what? What do they actually make leather from? They vat grow leather, like skin, to turn into leather. So it's gross. My crew leather is made from Crutox. Nice. 99% of grok, some kind of lizard cow crossbreed. That's 1%. Yeah. My grok's leather brings all the nids to the yard. Here's a rabbit hole. What does all the paper from purity seals come from? There ain't no trees on Terra. Yeah, they talk about them being wafer sheets. Like, I don't know what they are, though. Just thinner versions of whatever the leather is from, maybe. There are no trees on Terra, no wolves on Fenris, and loads of things that Magnus did wrong. Just facts. You're doing Discord showcase today? I am supposed to be doing a Discord showcase today. We'll be doing it in the next 10 minutes. The monthly showcase was Tuesday. Tonight was supposed to be the monthly challenge, but no entries. Ah, safe. Yeah. I think all the entries for both just got mixed up into the one thing that we showed off on Tuesday. Is that all the base coats of silver on the first Ratling done? I think that's all the base coats done on the first Ratling. No, a little bit of gold for the dagger parts. Although it's just a standard infantry dagger. It wouldn't be gold, it would be all silver. So more silver, sorry. Jesus Christ. So many little details. Okay, now we have all the base coats on the first one. If you are willing to flay yourself, do you deserve a purity seal? I mean, what Imperial Guard regiment that you currently have not painted would you love to do a small force of? That is a good question. There's kind of two that are like taking my fancy as like I would like to do small forces of them. Like I would do 1,000 points and that's all I'd ever do for them. One I already own at least 1,000 points of and I just need to paint them, which is my Scions. I would love to have a really nice elite, like, you know, the Toroxes. One of the Toroxes you painted for me. And then I have 2 Toroxes painted to match it. So I've got my 3 Toroxes done for that army. And I own all the infantry ever. I bought that big army box set that came out for the Scions. And I got a bunch more. And I enjoy painting Scions. I love the scheme. So, yeah, at some stage I would like to do those. And then I would also very much like to do my An Elysian Force. It's one of the regiments I do not own. And I found some 3D prints. To make some infantry, and I've done some test prints. I actually have one printed and painted over there, I think. I can show you that if you like. And I really like the look of those, and I like the story behind them. The Verconi Warhawks were the regiment or that I really enjoyed. So that would be like loads of Valkyries. But not loads of Valkyries. You only want like 1,000 points. It's like a Valkyrie and some like drop Sentinels, which you can't get anymore. There's no 3D files out there that I can see. The Venator, the vehicle for them is really hard to get, but obviously they just brought out, no, not just, but they brought out a plastic one for the Arbites or the Enforcers, one of them. So basically I can steal that and convert up and have a few of them in the army as well. So that'd be really nice too. Vostroyan Firstborn. So if you're answering the question, you want to do a Vostroyan Firstborn, that's fantastic. I love that. If you're asking, do I want to do Vostroyan Firstborn? So I also own a Vostroyan Firstborn army. I only don't own Elysians and Mordians. I have some Elysians. Look, here's actually some Elysians. Funny enough, here's some Elysians right here. Look, there's an Elysian sniper team. So I do own some actual Elysians as well, but not many. But like, obviously I have like an extended hobby group. I'd say there's like at least 10 people that I'm super close to in the hobby space. And we would play games and we would interact and stuff like that. And if they have one of those armies, then I'm not that inclined to do one. So for instance, the Golden Chin is one of my closest friends and has one of the most beautiful Australian Firstborn armies ever. So it would feel like I'm doing his army. You know what I mean? It's weird. I'll do it at some point in years to come, but for now it's his baby. He's beautiful and yeah. Gang, when is the 30k Arvis Lighter coming out? Most tempted I've been to buy a new kit in years. It won't be long. Just Googled, vellum is now made from stretched cellulose fiber. So 40k has gone woke vegan. Lol. I think the next big project of mine is the Tau Combat Patrol. Of course, the Tau SEP scheme with a desert base. Time to save up $168, I suppose. Tau are another one of my favorite armies. Like top 3 armies, 40k goes Space Marine Imperial Guard Tau. So big Tau fan, and I paint mine Tau Sept colors as well. I love the traditional scheme. So, are you excited about the new Krieg box set coming out? Yes, very much so. That's all I'm going to say on that. I would love to see someone paint up the Mark I Defender. It's my favorite Imperial Knight stand-in for guard armies, but it gets no love from others. What are you talking about? Mark I Defender. Stand-in for Imperial Knight. What am I for? What? I'm not understanding this at all. Mark I Defender. I'm just getting Jeeps here. What? What? Yeah, maybe explain that one a little bit more. I'm a bit confused. Okay. And you, sir? It's an older Station Ford model with the scavenger. Oh, sorry. Station Forge Mark 1's Defender. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Station Forge. Let's have a look at this thing. Oh yeah, I think I have the files for that. It's a beast. Big piece. Definitely no joke. A lot of parts to print it. There it is without the armor panels. You got a crazy pilot for it as well. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I probably have the files for that somewhere, I think. Oh, the head options. Yeah, very cool. Just go. I think you'll find the Emperor's Children have always enjoyed real meats. Yeah, no meat in the future. No wonder there's no. Yeah, it's true. In the grim darkness of Arch, there's only tofu. There's a particular space wolf novel. Is it a space? Yeah, it's a lone. Maybe it's actually just a short story inside of a book. Now that I think about it, but the story goes that a lone wolf is sent to an imperial world that asks for assistance, and the world is entirely water. It's a big ocean planet, and there's a giant tyrannid monster like in the depths, like the Loch Ness monster, with Tyranid, massive thing, and it's wrecking all these refineries, and refineries keep getting destroyed, and they don't know it's a tyrannid for a long time, but obviously there's a space wolf goes and hunts it down. But that's not the point. The planet produces, like, the whole planet is skimmed by this gross green algae, and the entire purpose of the Imperium, people that live there, is they skim the surface of this ever-growing algae and turn it into food. So some food you eat is just repurposed algae. It's just gross. At only 1 degree, thou shalt know. Yeah, Vostroyan Firstborn is the Imperial Guard regiment I would do if I ever do paint guard. Them or Praetorians or Mordian Iron Guard. Basically any of the old metal Imperial Guard regiments. Yeah, so you've got Talarans and what else? You got Steel Legion and Vostroyans and Mordians, and we're missing the Valhallans. Cadia for me. I love painting skeletons. Oof. Careful now. I need to blow my nose. I'm sorry. It's driving me nuts. I shall wheel over here. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh God. Have you seen the new Gundam miniature war game? It looks cool in my opinion. Yeah, the models look really cool. I'm very curious. I wouldn't mind painting 1 or 2 of them up. Love your videos a lot. Can't stay for long, but wanted to drop in stream. Say hi. I do wish the non-Warhammer 40k videos did better, as I miss the old world and Lord of the Rings. There will be more old world. Don't worry. Old world is a passion for me. Lord of the Rings is a passion as well, but it's not something I'm currently actively building armies and playing, so it's falling a little bit by the wayside, whereas old world is still very much a fiery passion. And I will be doing some more videos, do not worry. Beowulf in space, basically. We're going to do amazing stand-in Vostroyans and Grognards. My opinion, the Tau are not communists, while they have a caste system and do believe in equal rights, is non-communist. Gets really annoying when people... Yeah, people are just really harsh on the Tau for some reason. I really like Tau. I really like Tau. I mean, what do you think sushi is wrapped in? Gross stuff. Seaweed, and it makes me vomit. Tried it once, and the seaweed paste is what made me, like, literally turn my stomach and made me sick. Why people eat sushi, I'll never know. Are you still there, mister? Looking for a stand-in for Imperial Guard or for Krieg Knights? This is my stand-in for my Krieg Knight. It's a model from Archvillain Games I did a few years ago now, actually. And yeah, it's what I use as an Imperial Knight for my Krieg. Really old, very wrecked and disheveled looking thing. In my opinion, it's like a Mark I Knight that they've still managed to maintain and keep fighting and stuff. It's called the Iron Duke. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Zoom. Get over here. Get over here. Right, still need to keep going with the Shilva. I mean, what do you think? Yes. In my group, Dark Imperium RPG game, the Throne Agents met an Underhive gang whose front was a Hab restaurant called Real Meat. One of the players made the mistake of asking, is all of the meat... Oh, no. Yeah. Trader Guard are the best guard. We all know it. Yeah, if that was true, there'd be, you know, an army book for them and loads of models and stuff for people to collect, but there isn't, so... Meat with ketchup, 6 silver. I love Tor Trench Crusade video. I love your Trench Crusade video. Thank you. I have more Trench Crusade video planned. I have to. I've got 2 new printers to test out, and one of the tests I'm going to do is printing every single Trench Crusade miniature for a video and testing it all out. So that should be fun. I will only pay attention to the Gundam game if it is the Tequila Gundam. If you know, do a quick Google. I have no idea. Did someone mention bread and butter pudding? Ugh. I will keep being the same goddamn joke every goddamn time. Yeah. What happened to the guy who'd popped in, demand, watch Arcane? I watched Arcane, so he stopped. He actually watched it. Never got over Jinx. Never came back? He did return for season 2, but not here often. I haven't watched season 2 yet. Tau had a phase when they were written a bit as if they were taking the galaxy on easy mode. It wound people up. Yeah, it's because they were... Remember, Tau don't have any way of traveling through the warp or any way of traveling really, really fast. So they're really insular in what their like empire is, their stellar space empire. It's actually just minuscule. It's like so insignificant in the Imperium. And the reason was if any significant portion of the Imperium could turn his attention to the Tau for 5 minutes, they would wipe them off. And now that Gulliman's back with all his Primaris Marines, I'm surprised they haven't. So, yeah. What do you think of those wizards they revealed for the old world last month? Beautiful. I will be buying and painting them all. I love them. I remember that video. And you did a good job with the night stand-in. Thank you. Same thing happened with the Ultramarines, but people got over it. Yeah, seriously though, all jokes aside, after watching the Tau Pathfinder variant that you did make me think there's nothing mediocre about Mediocre Hobbies. Could you maybe do a Tau Fire Warrior video? I could. This is like, here's a genuine question though, right? I do this a lot, and it's a real weird thing that me and Laura have to like constantly talk about, which is if I did a Tau Fire Warrior video for you, you've just watched my Pathfinder video. What new steps do you think is going to be in the Fire Warrior video that you don't get out of the Pathfinder video? Like, what more do you need? I'm okay with the answer. I'm okay with it because like Laura's point is always that people will Google how to paint a specific thing. So like for my Votan, for instance, I think it's like 8 or 9 videos for the League of Votan, all in the same red scheme. It was the same video over and over again, but each one got views and there was no negative comments and there was no people being like, you know, show us a different scheme or do anything like that. They were just really happy. And it's super bizarre for me. So yeah, I don't know. Seriously though, all jokes aside, oh yeah, as a Mexican, I can say Tequila Gundam is goated mecha. I know nothing about what you guys are talking about. Or painting a Tau commander so I can learn how to paint large Tau units in the Tau Sept scheme. Did I not do a Tau? Did I do that on stream? Did I paint him on stream, the fire with the Tau commander? Was he on stream or a video? He's a little bit too pristine. I would love to dirty them up a little bit more, but that's the general idea. Stream. I did do one stream, didn't I? Alright, so yeah, I need to do an actual battlesuit video. Also, to go back to the algae planet, there are facilities in Iceland that grow spirulina, which is a high vitamin and protein rich algae. So the concept isn't biting. That's true. Nice. I do not paint miniatures, but this channel was the main reason I got into Warhammer 40k and fantasy. I like it. Nice. What's wrong with the bread and me? I don't like bread and butter pudding. I've only ever had it once, and it was once again the Golden Chin fed it to me one lunch, and it made me projectile vomit. So didn't taste any better coming up. So I've never touched it since, and will never touch it again. Making a good chest pate based bread and butter pudding, and go, oh god. Can you tell I'm spending a lot of time reading Terry Pratchett? I'm with on this one. I'll look for how to paint a particular model. As a viewer, I don't know what you've done in the multitude. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. Yeah, it's just like when Laura does the video editing bit, she'll put all the tags in for like the tag will be Tau, how to paint Tau. And after that, the prefix will be Pathfinder or Fire Warrior or whatever. But when you type in how to paint Tau Pathfinder, the algorithm will know how to paint Tau, and the videos should pop up. What I'm saying is, if you saw the video, if you were looking for how to paint a Fire Warrior, and you saw how to paint a Pathfinder video, would you not click on that? Would you be like, no, that's not what I'm looking for? Or we just scroll on by? I'm so proud of the moment. You have no idea. You're such a jerk. I'm back from dinner. What I miss? I heard you going to paint Tau, or you going to paint a Taunar? I will get a Taunar at some stage. I think it's not available at the moment, actually, which is really upsetting. I am so upset that I didn't buy, not Weathertop, Amon Hen. So they brought out that big, beautiful new scenery piece for Lord of the Rings last year. Remember it? Absolutely stunning piece. And I planned on buying it, and I never did, and it's gone. It's literally gone. And I'm just... This is what I don't understand as well. It's like, once again, like... why? Thingy, Mr. Bloody Middle-earth channel. Why have I forgotten his name? Zorpazorp. He got sent one for free. He's the only creator that got sent one of them for free to make a video on. And he shows it off. I got sent this and I'll do this again. And he never did anything with it. Like... That could have made the difference between that kid sticking around or not. The biggest Lord of the Rings YouTube channel. He could make an awesome video showing how cool that scenery piece is. People might have saw that, got inspired, bought it, and then it would still be around. Instead, it's gone. Can you still buy the Amon Hen head? No. That's gone as well, I think. But I have one, and I can give it a little scan, which is what I was planning to do to try and test out the scan. So maybe I can get you one. But it's just bread, butter, milk, sugar, and maybe raisins. I don't know. It in combination and warm was not to my liking. We're discussing a bread and butter pudding, which I make with chocolate chip brioche. Yeah. Yeah. It's all a bit mental. Got so distracted, I'm not even on the metallics in the second guy yet. Chopped chip and cherries. Trifle. Don't like trifle either. Really, I just wanted to learn how to paint large Tau vehicles because the Tau CB has the commander and Devilfish and Evan really paints the... Yeah, they do, yeah. I did plan on doing one. I'm not sure whether, like, when I do my Tau, I kind of want to do airbrushing to make those, like, nice smooth panels. Which obviously is not what a lot of people are looking for in the videos. So potentially I might do one of the stippled videos for the Tau colors because I think that would really work for them as well. So that could happen. Vincey Barlow, thanks for all you do. You responded to my question in the comments, and your lives just recently won an award in the local gaming store with my Angron. I followed your Angron guide. Nice, send me the award. No, I'm joking. Congratulations, buddy. Well deserved. I'm glad the video helped, and it's really cool that you used it and somehow managed to win a painting thing. It's not really what we're trying to do here, but we'll take it. It's a good sign. Would you use contrast paints to paint bread and butter pudding? Probably. The most vomit-inducing one, the better. Some Nurglings green or something. Irish, eating bread and butter pudding and contrast paints. That's your stream type? Yeah. If talking about a Boltern 40k gun, would you refer to the ammunition source as a clip or a magazine? It's usually referred to as a magazine. You put a fresh magazine into his bolter. Well, one of these is correct. Or did you say flesh clip? No, it's magazine. Stippling for Tau could be really cool. Yeah, I think it would really work as well. Oh, god damn it. You see, the problem is, like, yeah, it's that transition between vehicles and, like, battle suits. Do battle suits get stippled or do they get contrasted and layered? And it's a whole thing. If you badmouth tiramisu, Andy will follow. I don't have anything bad to say about tiramisu because I've never had it. Chocolate Swiss rolls soaked in whatever that is. Orange jelly with Terry's orange pieces in it. Just give me a Colin Caterpillar cake from Marks and Spencer's. That's all I ask. I am happy. That's my birthday cake. The real question is, what does Dan Abnett call it? Depends on the book. Probably calls it a turkey in one of his books. I'd like to see stipple Tau. I can do that. A clip. Through the eyes of a fish. Finally, a YouTuber that actually says the correct thing. An M1 carbine uses a clip, which uses gravity. A magazine uses a spring. Is that the difference? One is gravity fed and one is spring fed. Is that the actual technical difference between a clip and a magazine? Okay, bedtime. Need to regulate sleep on these pills. Thanks, guys. It made me feel a lot better. I'm so happy to hear that, Ashley Gibson. I hope you had a really good one. I hope you get some nice rest and nice sleep. You have a really chill day tomorrow, and then you get a nice long weekend to just detox and feel better. Take care. Is there any word on whether those bloody wildfires have been controlled or slowed down or stopped at all yet? Or are they still running rampant? That is a very, very intense and crazy scene going on in LA. Also, clip uses insert round directly into the firearm, whilst the magazine uses a spring to push round up into the chamber every time. No, it's not clips of bullets of fastened to a piece of metal and magazine or mechanisms that load rounds into the firing chamber. Send you a photo of the difference. Made from three main components: the magazine body of housing the magazine spring and the fire, while clips can be used to load or direct ammunition into a magazine. Okay. Wind will pick up again tonight and make things worse for the... Oh god, still. 0 power pack. What does a las gun take? 6 AA batteries. I hate you both. True. Painting done for the week. Thanks for the company. Catch you next week. See you later, Mr. Backlog. Have a good one. This Rattling has a magazine, for instance. I see. Their little metal coops. There is definitely a lot of painting in these guys. One of the real cool things I saw with, speaking of what las guns take, was that scenery that came out a while ago. There's been so many sets of 40k scenery that they have all blended into one. But there was a particularly nice detailed set from a few years ago now. But all of the like walls and everything like that had an insert for putting power packs in, and it was the same power packs that a lasgun would take. So it would have multiple packs to like power the refabricated or the fabricated units, the prefabricated units. So it's really cool that it was just like a universal like power supply, whether you were needing a torch or whether you're trying to power a room or anything like that. You plug the same power packs in, which is really cool. It would take a goddamn anti-tank rifle to get through this shield. That's a goddamn anti-tank rifle. Probably is easy manufacture versus steel magazine. Oh yeah, new geographic distribution of Xenos treaties. Interstellar geography. Firewire is an underrated game. I picked up a 96 cent and it was really fun. Had a few bugs, but not as much as everyone always says. I really liked it and would recommend. I do want to play through it at some stage for fun. The guy you play in it, that fire warrior's name is Case, and he's quite a famous fire warrior. Decided to get back into painting wagon today, friends. It's been a while. Ren, you are always welcome. Made some progress. My Blade Angels Captain, nice. Painting up the dungeon D&D game, and now I get to paint our favorite part. The blood smears. Lol. Nice. I'd like that the lasgun battery pack, when it's empty, throw it into a fire and regains charge. It's still dangerous. They don't recommend it, but in a pinch it will work. They do love cannons. They do. They really do. The only issue I have with Firewire, it's quiet. Okay, I think that's most of the base coats on them. Just need a little bit of a... I'll just use the burgundy color for the insert of the cheese or whatever, which will actually be jelly because it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I need basilicanum grey for all these rocks on this one base. And then I'm ready to shade these models. Just remember that next week's Combat Patrol magazine is the Chaplain on Bike. I have a Chaplain on Bike, I'm good, but that is a very good show for anyone that hasn't got that model. It is amazing. The purple on his cloak is one of the nicest purples I've seen. Pleasure of work. Case apparently a little mental because apparently Elkhorn helped Case kill so many guardsmen and became... Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, I'm happy enough with the base coats on those 4 little Ratlings, which will bring the 5-man squad up to a nice standard. So hopefully they dry fully, and then I'll get to shade them down. What time are we at? We're at 25 this. I may get them all shaded as well, which would be a really nice stage for these 4 guys. It'd be nice to have half the Ratlings all done and dusted in the next couple of days. That would make me rather happy. Emergency ration cooks illustrated. I'm really struggling. There aren't that many iconic magazine names. What could Vogue be? Sinclair or Time? Silicon and Grey, the rock standard. It is the rock standard for sure. Colin, marry me. Andy, how does Zenithaling Retributor spray over black go? Does it work? Yeah. It's not really a Zenithal. You're not trying to leave like that much black underneath or anything like in the shadows. I just find that the gold spray over grey plastic doesn't look very good. The gold gets really washed out for some reason. Whereas when you put a black primer down first and then you hit the gold, you get a really nice starting point. At least I find a really nice starting point. And yeah, it's how all my Custodes and all my Stormcast are done. So I did with lead belcher. Works if you don't overdo it. I've been hoping to spray my Tau Pathfinders for a while, but I've gotten 5 inches of snow. It's 28 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're supposed to get another 5 inches of snow again tonight. It's not ideal. Do you live in an apartment complex or a house? Tip for figuring out highlighting layers for contrast paint. I find it hard because contrast in the pot is a bit different to the dried color. Eyeballing regular acrylic layer. Yeah, yes. Honestly, it's just practice. Yeah, you gotta try it. I will often like use the center of my palette because I can't keep all the browns in my head. There's so many different contrast browns, so I'm trying to figure out the right one. I'm like taking a bit out of the palette, out of the pot, and like, you know, putting a little splotch of it here, a little swatch of it, if you will, to see the right color. And obviously that will give you a better indication of what paint to use to layer it. The pot tell you nothing. Like, this is silicon grey and it looks black, but it's grey. Is this it? Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, more to try and keep some dark in the... Yeah. Is there any that are just golds? But yeah, so... I actually have examples of both. So here is a Custody, which is just sprayed with Retributor Armor Gold. That's all it was. So it's the straight from... you can see a little bit of grey still in the recesses. So yeah, this is the bare plastic, and then you spray gold over the top of it. And this is the kind of gold colour that you get, which I find is really yellowy. It's nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's just not what I'm looking for. When I hit it with black first, and then I go over with the gold, it looks like this, which I think looks much more like, I don't know, like what gold armor would look like, especially like older armor, antiqued armor, Custodes armor. I think the darker tone to start with makes a huge difference between the yellowy gold and the darker gold. That's just me. Probably 40k specific, but Scholar Progenium Education. Most GTB colored sprays aren't formulated to go over bare plastic, need a black or white base first. It's true, only the black and white are actual base coats. Or primers, sorry, the rest are not. So they're supposed to be going over another color. Does layering or edge highlights work better for Tau? I wash my models that are Tau light ochre with soft tone, then layer the ochre back on. I don't know if I should then edge highlight or layer up. It depends. It really depends on your skill level when it comes to painting and like what you're trying to achieve. And obviously your time. If you edge highlight a Tau army, it's going to take a long time. So if you've got the time and you've got the skill, it definitely will look really, really nice. You could just lightly dry brush them all with the lightest color just to catch those sharp edges, as long as you haven't painted the rest of the model. If you're just working on the ochre bit first, that's a possibility if you're comfortable with really controlled dry brushes. Oh. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Noel. Time for that super dark shade. love how a shade just really helps to pull all those different sections together. Makes such a difference. Oh yeah. Too shaded. Steer away from Citadel Black Spray for ages because everyone told me it was glossy. It is the nicest matte black I've ever used. Chaos Black isn't... Citadel Black's not matte. It is a tiny bit satiny, if you will. I only learned what matte black is when I started using the Color Forge Black. If you get yourself a can of Color Forge Black, you'd be shocked at how matte that is. It's crazy. I really like Color Forge stuff. Like, I really genuinely love it. I got sent a few test pots of it, and yeah, I used it, and it was really good. Okay. There we go. We got our 4 Ratlings, all base coated and all washed. That was a much more enjoyable experience than the 2 coats we got on the 9 of them the last stream. I feel like I actually bloody accomplished something. Like they kind of look like little models now. Look at them. They're actually getting there. Getting there. Getting obviously all the layering to do, which I really enjoy. When I get the wash, like all the base coats and washes on a model, I feel like I'm over a hump. Because I enjoy layering. So I'm looking forward to layering these guys up. This is where the fun begins. When it comes to this evening's raid, can I suggest Jimmy the Brush? As it's his birthday today. Yes, of course. We will raid Jimmy the Brush. There's currently 30 of us left on Twitch. It would be nice to have a decent number. I'd like to bring 30 people over, so hopefully people don't leave before we go and raid. We'll be raiding in like 7 or 8 minutes. Any of you find people who are watching from the comfort of YouTube and are so inclined to jump over to the Twitch stream to participate in the raid, feel free. Jimmy the Brush was the guy that raided us last week, wasn't it? Or on Tuesday. I think that was him. You doing Discord models? I thought there was no one in the Discord models. Where am I looking? What's going on? Mr. Typhus, have I forgotten something? Did I miss something? Yeah, I had no Color Forge Black and there was a stock issue, so I bought the Citadel stuff. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's really nice. It's just not as mad as the Color Forge stuff by a long shot. There's no entries for the monthly challenge. Yeah. That's what I thought. There were no entries for the monthly challenge in December. Yeah, the Twitch showcase was last Tuesday. We did the showcase on Tuesday. Typhus, what am I missing? Did you post something? We have like 2 or 3 minutes now. I'll have a look at it. Did you post something somewhere? I'd love to see it. Yeah, but maybe he posted it somewhere else. I put my finished TC models in finished projects. Okay, let me have a look. Finished projects. Finished projects thread is so beautiful. All right, let's do a quick jump over to screen 1 and have a quick look at some of the awesome stuff. So first of all, we have, I just want to see DB. So like, this is weird because it literally looks like he stole my one. It looks so similar to mine. That was another like project that when I painted it, I was really happy to finally have like a full set of them, all done, all looking sweet, to put on a table. I love having that there, dusted. Makes me happy. And then Ghoul, of course, is working on some awesome Trench Crusade stuff. And it's just sick. The models are just so wrong. It's just so good. I'm a big fan. The guy tearing his own head off is particularly grim. I mean, that's a different kind of like devotion. When, in order to get a better look at Wow of the Trenches, he tears your own head off. It's pretty insane. And then some better pictures. Yeah, like he tore his own head off. The shackles and carrying the unexploded ordnance is obviously pretty grim as well. I love the bases. Like, it's just such a grim setting. Like, being a Kriegsman is hard enough. When you turn a corner and the kind of things you see are, it just boggles the mind. Like, just how do you even begin to deal? I don't know. I don't even know. Why is it saying there are 0 people on the old Twitcheroo on the live? Let me go back to this live scene for a second. Why is Twitch saying that there's 0 people? Did Twitch crash or something? Nostalgic AF. I'm very proud of them. You should. They look so good. Like I said, one of my projects is to print every single model from Trench Crusade, and then I'm just gonna have this assortment of madness, and it's gonna be really fun because my plan is to get them all printed, all assembled and cleaned up, and I'm gonna get them all sprayed, magnetized bases, and put them in one of the War Mag cases. Well, probably one or two more Mag cases to keep them all together. But it's gonna be nice to have them all there to dip into, like for a stream. If I'm getting stuck, I can just pull out one of those awesome models and just have a bit of paint and have a bit of fun with that. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do 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 do. Twitch broke before YouTube. It's back now. There's still 28 of us over on the old Twitch. We are going to go ahead and jump across and raid. So like I said, if there's any people on the YouTube who want to participate, feel free to jump across now while I find Jimmy the Brush. And we shall raid him for his birthday stream. This is the kind of setup that I'm trying to convince Laura to do at some stage, so she'll be painting along with me. But so far I've had no luck in convincing her. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much as always for sticking around for the stream. I hope you had a good time. I'm very pleased with my 4 base coated and washed Ratlings. I feel like they're really kind of underway now, so that makes me feel good. I think we had some really nice chats. Lots of good talk about bread and butter pudding and sushi and all sorts of other weird things. But I mean, that's what it's all about. We're not just a stream about painting, we're about getting together, having some chats, feeling like a community, and it's my favorite thing. Yeah, I love it. So as always, thank you guys for joining me, and yeah, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Tuesday for next stream. Bye bye.